Oh yeah, coming at you. Yeah. So, how you guys doing? Talking shit. 6/22/21. Today's gonna be an interesting show because I'm gonna ask a bunch of hypothetical questions and answer them hypothetically, right? So as not to get in trouble with certain people that like to send letters to get you in trouble. So before we do that, we're going to say hi to a bunch of people. The chat was lit. I love it. I love it. I love that everyone interacts there and I get on early. For those people that don't like me coming on at 8 o'clock, go fuck yourself. Love ya. There's other shit to watch. I think the West Coast and the center, like Texas specifically, deserves to have my time slot moved up an hour so that they can see it at a more favorable time. I was coming on at like 5 p.m. on West Coast time. Now it's at least 6 so they can get home, settle in, have the chuleta, jarro, aguacate, or the tacos. Anyway, everyone's on the chat today. F-150, Chase Elia, Jason Freiberg, Bondo Bird in the house. Love you, brother. We have, who else? Devin Marth, Ryan Paquette, Jeremiah Camp was asking some stuff about suspension stuff. But let's get right to the nitty gritty, right? Because now, is it PFI speed? Look, I'm really bad at remembering names, but the PFI guys are supposedly going to try to fight this, and they're going to have supposedly, I saw their video, where they're going to have PRI and SEMA show up to their garage. That's kind of interesting to me. Why isn't PRI and SEMA showing up to garages that were hit back in 2015? And if they were, why wasn't it really public? Interesting. Interesting. But PFI Speed is going to find out really quickly, in my opinion, that nothing he does will prove to the EPA that what he is doing is not harmful to the environment. In my Alex's opinion, I think that SEMA and PRI are not really going to go, well, PFI Speed, I see that you have a 5-gas analyzer, and I see that all the NOx and everything that is being spit out by this Honda or Subaru, whatever car he's building at the moment, is cleaner than anything else. We don't care. The EPA doesn't care. The EPA in 2015 changed the wording, or at least changed their enforcement of the Clean Air Act to start including whatever the fuck they wanted, and pretty much labeled anything a tampering device. JD Swag says, this chat is coming a little too high power. And F-150 S550 gave me the best type of question, a paid question. And Juan Galaz became a member, a Puti level member. Thank you, Juan. So let's take a step back. Because I love asking questions. How did someone like PFI Speed and the recent diesel shop that got hit even get on the EPA's radar? A lot of people say, well, they're advertising what they're doing on YouTube, so they're big channels, so they are literally watching them and doing that. But PFI Speed supposedly was audited, and they were supposedly penalized because of tuning software and tuning ECUs that they simply sold. All they did was sell the product. They didn't install it. They didn't tune it. They simply sold a product. Now, I have this crazy thing in my head that starts going, wait a minute. Did the software makers and hardware makers get hit? Did the software maker and hardware maker of whatever tuning device anyone gets penalized for get hit? If the answer is yes, and were penalized by the EPA, how are they still in business? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up in the hood. And when someone got popped for dealing drugs, and they were back out on the street real short, that means homeboy was squawking, right? When a low level somebody gets caught and they're back out and allowed to do business again, how did that happen? Everyone in the hood be like, yo, you see Pookie's out again? Pookie's out. They caught him with a couple kilos. Yeah, he's out. All of a sudden, 4 or 5 weeks later, all Pookie's people get hit. Pookie's still out doing his shit. Trifling. But his people are getting picked up. This guy's picked up. That guy's picked up. That guy's picked up. Yo, that's all Pookie's crew. That's right. That's all Pookie's crew. Interesting. So, if a company, software or hardware, got hit, got penalized, and was allowed to stay in business, then how is it that someone like a PFI Speed is told that if he pays the fine, that he pretty much can't do what he does ever again? Pookie was out there talking, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Pookie was like, yo, let me go. The trap house is lit, but I got you some guys that, I got the plugs, right? I got the plugs. And, cops like, give me the plugs. I'll let you go. Sweetheart deal. And then, all coinky-dink, coincidentally, Pookie's crew gets picked up. The plugs, everybody gets picked up. So how is that possible? Now, if you are allowed to operate and the EPA hit you up and you're a big company, how come all of a sudden the dealers of that company started getting hit? If they were penalized and the dealers of that company start getting penalized, are you not penalizing people twice for the same thing? Interesting. Let's really have an open and honest discussion of what's happening. In my most humble of opinions, I like to talk in, metaphors, and I want to make sure that everyone's informed. But I really start to think, how is it that a big company gets popped and all of a sudden their dealers start getting popped? And that company's still in business, but their dealers are being told, yo, you can't do business no more. You have to do an audit. You have to let us know who you sold to. And then they start getting slowly picked off one by one, or at least visited, or at least something. And it is interesting. Now with PFI Speed, the stuff he sold, I don't know if the stuff that he sold, if the company that makes that stuff was hit. Now, another coincident thing. Why aren't the big companies really getting after it with the RPMX stuff? I hear a lot of lawyers speak. I hear a lot of motherfuckers lawyer up. I hear a lot of motherfuckers, say that they're behind it. But why aren't the absolute biggest companies vocal in the fight to support the RPMX? Now, understand this, guys. You want to know my personal opinion of how this shit's all going to go down? I think no matter what the fuck we do, the EPA is going to find its way around something. The lawyers are going to look at the wording and they're going to make it so that they can still fuck with the little guy. Because why is the big guy allowed to operate? If the big guy was popped and allowed to operate, does that mean he can afford a bigger, better lawyer to plead his case? And the little guy gets popped using the big company shit? That's some bullshit. That is some absolute bullshit. Now, how do I think is the best way to fight this gross overreach? Ridiculous overreach. Court of public opinion on one front and the courtroom on another front. You got to go after them legally. You got to go after them politically. You got to go after them using the legal system. Guys like me are going to give them pressure publicly. And I am blown away to this day that nobody is putting their channel, their reach, their absolute everything into publicly shaming the whole EPA going after people's situation and asking the question, If the big guys are allowed to operate, why aren't the little guys allowed to operate? Now, I want everyone to operate, even our ops. My ops, I want you to have a job. I want you to have a job. Why? Because I need something to make fun of and compare myself against. Because if we're the only kids on the block, we're going to have to start making fun of ourselves. Like the thing about Lund racing is, right? A lot of people sometimes make fun of Lund racing because, oh, they don't do this, they don't do that. For a long time, guys, we didn't do F-150. We didn't touch F-150. And when we did, we became the best at it. Sorry, other tuners. I love you. Hope you stay in business. Sorry. The moment Lund started even looking and paying attention at Taquacheville, we became the best at it. Of course, people like Manuel Gomez, Brian Luna, Aldo, all the guys, all our dealers, HP, everyone that has had their hand in the F-150 game helped us. We helped them, became the best at it. So we need the ops. Pookie needs his ops. So if Pookie was out there talking all this shit and he's allowed to do his thing, we all in the hood know how he was able to do that. We're not stupid, but no one's asking that question. Do you notice that nobody is asking that question? I want to know the answer to that question, but I don't think I'm going to get it. So all I'm going to do is fight the EPA on the public shaming front, because if nothing beats a government entity, then politics and negative press. How do you destroy a government entity? Is you give it negative press, because the people that run the government entity and are in charge of allocating the funds need to get reelected. And if I find out you voted against this shit, I'm going to go after you in terms of primary. I'm going to say, hey, you fucked up on this subject. Look, I know the Second Amendment guys are like, this is what we've been fighting forever. I understand that. Now this is my fight. I'm not, I get it, but now this is my fight. And I'm blown away. If you make your money with cars, if you make your money with performance, and they're literally going to go after your shit, and you're not putting every single second of your life bringing awareness into this thing, I don't know what to tell you. Now, on my YOLO Douchebag page on Facebook, I posted I think it's JH Diesel. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I'm really shitty at it. Let me just make sure I'm doing right by him. Pages. I don't want to make it seem like I'm not paying attention. What's this guy's name? He says you gotta. Yeah, JH Diesel. JH Diesel page, not only was it a very well thought out video, he actually made the case that the DPFs made diesels way less efficient in terms of miles per gallon. The amount of materials and the DEF that is used in this concoction to quote unquote clean up the carbon actually kills miles per gallon, is not made in the US. It is shipped from China or wherever over here. So factor in the cost of making DPFs available for newer vehicles, getting the cost and the shipping containers and everything that needs to happen, the trucks, the whole carbon footprint of a DPF setup, not a DPF delete, I mean DPF setup, of a DPF setup on a diesel truck. What does that cost to put in to make it less efficient? Guy is very well thought out, very well spoken. I highly encourage you guys to watch the JH Diesel video on the EPA stuff. He is very well aware of what's happening. Now, I still think the EPA is going to go after everybody, but who gave them the list? God, I want to be there. I want to be there to see who gave you the list, EPA. Who's talking? Who's talking? Who's telling you this stuff? Are you hiring industry people? Are you hiring industry people, and industry collaborators are literally going after people? And if they are, are they nitpicking who they go after? Ooh. This is good. This is good. I want to get to the bottom of that. That's what I want to get to the bottom of. This whole EPA and the RPM Act thing, It's got to happen. We got to have at least a foot in the door or something. But I want to know, how did you guys even get PFI Speed, Lund Racing, and the people you hit and JH Diesel on your radar? How the fuck did that happen? Huh? Do we have an industry collaborator? Do we have someone there talking all this shit? That's going to be a good time. And guess who's going to really pry into that shit? Me. No one else is. You're not going to find any other channel saying, hey, I need some information as to who is Pookie. Who's Pookie? Who's the Pookie of the industry? The Tekashi of the industry. Huh? That'll be interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's get to the paid questions. What do you guys think? Am I full of shit? Huh? Do I have a point that Pookie be Pookie be lacking? And then he got popped and he had to give up his people? Shit. Man, Alex, you got the lingo down right. Yeah, I might sound like a professional, but from the hood. By the way, shout out to 2 Auto Solutions for the shirt. Appreciate them very much. 2 Auto Solutions out of Puerto Rico. The only shop to get Mustang shit done in Puerto Rico is 2 Auto Solutions. Nobody else. Fuck everybody else. Just like that. Just like that. That's how I do commercials. Like Ben Shapiro's like, and by the way, you know what also I love baby wipes. You know, he just like in the middle of a sentence, he just like goes off into a commercial. I love it. Juan Galaz became a member. Thank you, sir. Have 150 F50. Crazy thing in your head. It's called critical thinking. Very rare nowadays. Ooh, I love going into the matrix and going, who is the industry collaborator? Órale, vato loco, ¿qué onda, cuh? Just hypothetical question. If police department ask you to tune their F-150 or Mustangs, how much power would you recommend for reliable reasons? Apoyo, préstamo y totín. There are now a bunch of state trooper Mustangs here, and I can't wait till they become available in the secondhand market. I cannot wait till I get my hands on a SSP performance package Mustang that used to be a Florida highway patrol car. I can't wait. They even got Chargers and Challengers. Challengers. Chargers are all over the place. Carlito Brigante says his heavy duty regards. We're going to talk some. Could you imagine the industry insider's super heavy duty?
Asshole. Oh, yeah. Heavy duty. Heavy duty.
Seinfeld.
Asshole. Oh, yeah. Heavy duty. Heavy duty.
Fucking Chiva. It wasn't even turned on, Carlito. Do we have that? No, I don't have that. Actually, do we have it? Let me see.
It wasn't even turned on. It's something else, man.
Oh, I do. It wasn't even turned on, Carlito. Where is that? Let me see. It wasn't even turned on. Let me see. Where is that? I love that shit.
It wasn't even turned on. It's something else, man.
Where is it? It wasn't even turned on. Oh, I already got the volume all the way up. It wasn't even turned on. I want to know who gave the EPA the list. Oh, I'm not going to stop until I find that shit out. Carlito Brigante says, regards, got that. Matthew McCarroll. 2015 Pro Charge, Watt AFRs 10.4, Lambda 75-ish, 93 show gaps with boosting. Will this hurt my engine being this rich? Fix suggestions if so? No. I don't think it'll hurt it. I think it's a good idea to maybe have whoever's tuning you to lean it up a little bit at wide open throttle. The issue is pump gas. If you run pump gas a little richer, it's a little safer. If you run it a little leaner, it'll tend to potentially show the lack of octane in the area. Meaning, let's say if I run it at 0.79 to 0.82 in that range, that's not lean, but the octane might not be available to have it run watt at that commanded lambda. So some people run it a little richer just to be safe. It's not going to hurt the car at all. John Lund in the house, dropping the C note. Aren't you busy doing stuff? You shouldn't be dropping money, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Hopefully you got your keys. I had to ship him some keys that he left somewhere. Ford G says, putting political figures on blast works. It worked for Scientology. They give them tax exempt status. Hey, Alex, 11, that was 4G. That's pretty good. Hey, that's a very good example. Sam50 says, hey, Alex, I got 11-to-1 compression, built Gen 1, 11, 18 manifold Paxton. What pulley do I need to make 900 on E85? The 3.3 or a 3.1 with like a 15%. You need all the help you can get, brother. You need to go max effort, meaning I have a 2.9 pulley for that, but those are 8 rib and cause nothing but slip. So a 3.1 with like a 15% is your only bet to make 900 wheel. What do all these people have in common? Who hasn't used their platform to push the issue constantly? Who's been quiet on YouTube right while all his boys are going down? I'm not trying to single anybody out in particular, but there are so many people with massive channels that right now are being selfish. I understand you got to get your $70,000 a month. Okay, I get it. You want to keep that money going, but you are not righteous. You're not about the cause. You're not a pillar of the community. You're not a person that I would look at and respect if you didn't fight this fight. Now, some people I understand. And they're like, I don't want to fight that fight. That's not my fight to fight. I just want to do burnouts. I want to race cars. I want to race motorcycles. I want to drift. I want to do whatever I want to do in peace. Gotcha. I don't have to respect you, bro. I don't have to respect you. I'm not going to call anybody out. I don't have to respect you. So don't ask me for nothing. Don't look at me for nothing. And what happens when it threatens them? I'll still support you. But I'm going to remember that you were quiet when little guys were getting hit. I'm going to remember that. YouTube is the list. How hard is that to figure out? Joseph Jones, let's be fucking smart. Lund Racing, we were visited. What are you seeing on Lund Racing's channel that leads you to believe they're tampering with equipment? What leads you to believe that my channel, that I'm personally tampering with equipment? I'm saying FFE, I'm saying the right shit, I'm showing cars, I'm showing drag racing. Do I say, hey guys, look at this cat, I'm gonna cut it for gains? No. Why? Because I worked at VMP when they got hit. And I found really quickly, certain things you can say, certain things you can't say. It's not the YouTube list. There's a collaborator, EasyLink. EasyLink got hit. Tell me what YouTube videos people got on EasyLink. Anybody? Anybody? Thank you. If I'm not mistaken, SCT got hit back in 15 or 14. What videos do you see out there of them chopping cats off? You don't. So it's not a YouTube list. But oh, do I want to know who's giving them the list? EPA equals extreme pussy activity, says Matthew Goodall. Still emailing my Georgia senators weekly about the RPM Act. Ossoff and Warnock continue to give me a polite fuck you. It's been introduced. And if you go to, I forget the link, but John Jr. sent me a link, and you can see what representatives from what state authorize or co-sign on the bill, basically. There's like 12 or 13 people from California, which kind of surprised me. But that makes sense. California is the birthplace of hot rodding. I get it. It's now Silicon Valley gay shit. But my God. We got to look at where these small companies are buying and who they're buying it from and attach the points to the common ground to find Tekashi. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm going to do some digging. And just by me mentioning it, you know what happens, right? If you want to have someone pop off and have a guilty conscience and rat themselves out, all you got to do is bring the subject to light. There are self-snitch motherfuckers all over the place. So once you start feeling a little uncomfortable about the shit that Alex is talking about, a very small channel, very small piece of the pie, but influential as fuck, they're going to start saying, yo, before you find out from somebody else, Alex, you're going to hear from the horse's mouth. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to say, why? To save your own ass, right? Because let's be honest. Why would anyone do that? To save their own ass. If you got hit and you're still working, someone got a sweet deal. Where is John Lund here? John Lund says, Juan Galaz, that is awesome. EPA just bought Cletus a new shop. PA5 Speed is such a random shop to get popped by the EPA. Exactly, Marvin. So random that it's not a coin. It's not just like you came up on our radar. No, I didn't even know who they were. They were attached to Cletus and stuff. Now, if someone like Adam LZ, Cletus, it's just a 6. If one of those guys get hit, you know, people that have 1 million plus subscribers, I would go, that makes sense. It's a huge channel. But PFI Speed, some guys that just literally run a mom and pop shop, and the guy seems to be the most sincere fella on the planet. Come on, Carlito, what is going on? George Sanchez gave me $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Road Raged 860 from Connecticut. Said, I got an email several weeks ago into a link to my local representatives regarding the RPM Act. We have gotten specific letters from people, especially in my state. I've gotten specific letters, which is nice. It's not a auto generic, fuck you, we're going to look at it, we'll vote for it when it comes up. It's pretty specific. So whatever we're doing as a community is helping for sure. John Lund says, got the keys. Website is temporary taking products down because we're updating. Yes, we're updating a bunch of stuff on the website. So guys, be obviously off business hours. That's when we do site maintenance. So if something was there that wasn't there yesterday, it's just going to be small little literature. It's not going to be actual products. So it'll be literature just so that the ordering process is linear and easy. Boom Bye Bye says, really man Alex, because I've been seeing some YouTubers gargling for people's money but won't put down money to fight for the RPM Act. I find it sad that you're one of the main YouTuber that's pushing for the cause. It is sad. It is sad that I am a little guy in the whole YouTube spectrum, and I dare you to find anyone else that's popping off like me for the amount of time that I'm talking about. I'm not doing it for views or likes. I don't give a shit. What I want to do is give, if anything, it's hurting me, right? Because I'm saying pussy fuck motherfucker. Algorithmically, this thing is going to the fucking tank. But I don't care. Because if this goes through, that means, guys, understand what that means. Let's say the RPM Act doesn't go through and the EPA keeps enforcing how they want to enforce. Why do you think they want the names of everybody you've ever dealt with? Think about that. Why do you think they want the names of everybody you've ever dealt with? Who have you sold to? What's their address? Do they have a VIN number? It's to collect a database. And then you're hanging out with your son on September afternoon, wrenching on your 19 Mustang, putting on that ported cold air and badass Corsa cold air and BBK headers and BBK throttle body and injectors from China that are drilled with dentist drills. And some guy's going to come up to your driveway and you go, hey, are you Sammy McFuckface? And you go, why, yes, I am Sammy McFuckface. Yeah, we heard that you bought off-road exhaust from such and such company because they provided your info, and you also bought a tune from this company, and you also bought a tuner from this company, and you also bought the... They're coming. They don't want you on. They don't want you fucking with your car. The EPA, if they had it their way, they said, well, cars leave the dealership with EPA regulated items. And why do manufacturers make it insanely difficult and now lock their computers so that you cannot tamper with them? In my opinion, auto manufacturers think that car is theirs for the life cycle of the vehicle. Because as long as that vehicle is on the road, it's beholden to EPA regulations because it left the lot that way, it left the dealership that way, it left the manufacturer that way. So they're going to protect their ass. And how are people going to protect their ass? Giving you up. Giving you up. Right? You're going to get a knock on the door. If someone as small as PFI Speed and JH Diesel can get hit, what makes you think that they're not going to bleed that down and fault you for fucking with your own car? Oh, but the EPA said that they're not going to... When was the last time the government said they weren't going to do something and stuck by it? Stop it. Stop it. Alex, hey, Alex, you're coming in a little too high power. EPA E85 is cleaner for sure. They don't care. They say it's tampering. The EPA will only allow you to run E85 and free-flowing exhaust in your car if it's a non-road vehicle with a non-road engine that has to be certified by them. Think about how stupid that is. We have to certify that your vehicle is non-road. How are you going to do that? Well, we're just going to make up a rule and look at it. And if we deem it's non-road, then that means you can never register this vehicle ever again in history. You guys down with that shit? Street racing's over. Or vehicles that were built after the Clean Air Act was introduced, you can do whatever the hell you want. So get ready to have things like, see that over there, guys? What's this over here? What's that look like? That's a timing light. That's a Sears Penske timing light from like 1989. Get ready to break them bitches out, because you can't go ahead and start putting modern engines in old cars, because they're gonna go, that's a on-road engine. That came from a manufacturer. Slippery slope. Slippery slope. Trust me, guys. It's not a good look if we let it happen. The EPA will become the ATF 2.0. You're not wrong about that. Mike in Connecticut says they want to know what they are keeping the cars registered and still passing emissions tests in all the states that still test. They have spent millions trying to make emissions test fraud proof. JHCs on PFI Speed are small, but look who their best friend is. Look, this isn't a vendetta against Homeboy. I don't care. What I'm saying is, if they went after them, every YouTuber has to be shaking in their boots that does similar stuff. You know what I mean? Like that have shops, that have businesses. Now, JH Diesel was a business. PFI Speed was a business. I don't know that any other YouTuber has a business attached to their channel. They just have more or less their own hobby shop. But if they're working on other cars and have a business license, get ready for a knock on the door. It's gonna happen. And you know what? I don't want anyone to get visited. So don't make this look like I'm trying to get someone in trouble. What I'm saying is, if those two can get hit, everybody can get hit. Carb lives matters. Oh my God, I have the same timing light. Insurance companies will end up getting a hold of the VIN database, drop my coverage for purchasing a set of off-road headers. Guys, if there is a database with your VIN numbers and all of a sudden they start going, you, and you have purchased illegal parts because we popped Pookie and Pookie told us all about the illegal parts you bought from him. So we're going to have a conversation. We need an audit of your shit. Crazy. I'm sure all the guys paying for the carb testing and spent that sticker are giving up all the guys tuning it and putting it out there. It happened with diesel. Look, I guarantee the EPA is going in to go, give me a list of everybody you ever sold to ever. To anyone they pop. Right? Or if you don't give it up, they take it. It's not like give it up willingly. So fuck you. Fuck you. Until they take your shit. Guys, it's like that. Who the homeboy? I don't know who the homeboy is. Penske timing light, badass. It is a Penske timing light. Juan Resendez is talking some shit. Look, I'm not trying to make this about him. I don't know why you guys making that connection. I'm just saying big YouTubers have to start really popping off about this EPA stuff, because if those guys can get hit, they can get hit. Alex, can you get hit? I'm not a business. I'm a person. Yes, I have hot rods. Absolutely. It's what I do for my hobby, right? And I work for a company that tunes cars, right? Can they hit me? Who knows? Maybe. I would not be surprised if they knocked on the door. And I'm like, yeah, unless you got a warrant for shit, get the fuck out of my face. You don't talk. And fuck you. Now, if they got a warrant, that means they already got shit on you. Now, what the hell would they come at me for? I'm not a business set up to work on other people's shit or sell people's shit. Those other two that got popped were. So I think businesses specifically are getting hit. It's easy to defeat EPA. Don't buy electric cars. You're not wrong. Wait till those rolling blackouts hit California, and all of a sudden, charging stations are going to be a problem. Unless they have like auxiliary power that we don't know about. Or if you can afford a Tesla, you can afford a Powerwall. And if you don't have a Powerwall, if you have a Tesla, something's wrong with you. That's like having an iPhone, but having Metro PCS as a provider. And you know who you are. You know who you are. You got the latest iPhone, and you got to buy new SIM cards every month, bitch. You know who you are. Shit. You on that Metro PCS plan? Fuck, with the latest iPhone. What's wrong with you? T-Mobile having ass. You T-Mobile having. What's wrong with T-Mobile? Everything's wrong with T-Mobile. Oh, good times. I'm talking all that shit today. EPA gave a thumbs down for the live. Why are people that hate in this channel watching the channel? Like, if you hate the channel, why are you watching the channel? This is just like when feds come and they get the drug dealers, then they get the books, then they search for the little guys. Exactly. Time to break out the flathead screwdriver and adjust the power valves on the CSU. Gonna need a vaccine passport for your car. They're probably afraid to anything that they haven't been visited yet. They're just looking at it both ways. I gotcha. I get that. Because if they start popping off, then let's say the EPA right now is chilling. And they pop PFI and they pop JH. And they're chilling. Let someone else talk shit. We'll hit them too. Let them talk shit. We'll hit them too. Now, this is the double-edged sword that could happen with EPA. If they hit a very well-known YouTuber, whether there's like 10 of them that are super big in the community, that YouTuber can flip and go, fuck it. If it's all going to go downhill, let's burn the whole motherfucker down. And he can use his huge influence to make a massive push. I'm talking rallies. I'm talking shirts. I'm talking, you name it. Just get you cannot ignore the wave of negative publicity coming towards the EPA. So the EPA is probably going, let's not hit the really big channels, because if we do, this could be bad for us. I'm just spitballing right now. I don't know this. I'm just spitballing right now. But the EPA can literally meet their own demise if they hit the wrong quote unquote person. Now, don't you guys know, and don't you think there are EPA agents that have hot rods? I'd love to, let's say if I get hit, EPA guy, hey, what's up? You like hot rods? Yeah. And then he looks at my cars. All your cars are fucking badass. Like, are you fucking dead ass right now with that bullshit? Are you dead ass right now? You like my cars, but you're here to fuck with them? Bitch. How many EPA agents have DPF deletes in their diesels? Huh? EPA agent? What if I looked at your personal life, EPA agent, and found out your trifling ass has hot rods, DPF deletes, catless stuff, hot rods that just pollute the earth? But you're out there with your hypocritical ass hitting up a little mom and pop shop that wants to tune cars and pass on that knowledge to his sons. Trifling bullshit, bro. If this channel was bigger, god damn it, it would make a huge dent in everything, but it's not. And that's okay, because if I have any influence, even if I am able to influence bigger channels to get some balls and say, yo, we got to go in on this, because this money that we're getting every month, this 70,000 that we're used to getting every month, this 80,000, this 100, these shirts, that shit's all gone if the hobby goes away. Because you ain't got nothing else. You don't got no degree, you don't got nothing. You got cars. So if they take your cars away, you are flipping the cash for gold sign on Military and North Lake. Hey, aren't you that guy? Do you want to flip the cash for gold sign on Military and North Lake, motherfucker? Someone clip that for me, please. Someone clip that for me. Anyway, Zach Anderson says, can I get a hooyah? Can't use horses because of methane. Texas asked us to use less electricity due to the heat. Yeah, they're going to try to push all electric. I'm glad my free-flowing exhaust has no carbon footprint. If you kill the small guy and take out the big guy in time, that's what the EPA is doing. Very good. EPA agents are smokers. EPA agents are smokers. Do you imagine a fucking EPA agent hit your shit and they take a smoke break? Boy. What tuner do you guys sell for the 18 GT? I'm adding CJP mass through auto body. I want to keep cats. He puts it in all capital letters. I want to keep the cats. The RTD. The RTD Alvin Davis. The RTD. Go to the website. It should be there. Wacky, waving, inflatable, arm flailing tube man. You're going to be that motherfucker like this. Whoa, next to the pawn shop, the bail bondsman, the... You're going to be that guy because that's what you're qualified to do. Oh, man, I had it all. I had hot rods. I had a track. I had bitches. I had F-450s. I had campers. Now you're flipping signs because you decided to stay quiet. EP probably in this chat right now. How do you make my V6 Mustang? How did I make my V6 Mustang faster? You traded in for a GT, sir. Hell no, not flipping a damn sign. How do I make my logic of what? A $100,000 fine reduced to $20K. It's EPA tax grab. But then supposedly, Wild Horse, if they pay that fine, they said that they can't work doing that shit anymore. They can't sell that product. They can't do the work that they normally do. So the guy's like, well, I'm not gonna pay the fine. They're telling me that I'm out of business if I pay this fine. I'm not gonna pay this fucking fine because I don't want to go out of business. Whew, what a conundrum. Most third world countries are free-flowing exhaust. I love that China is laughing at us. It goes, oh, you guys fucking stupid. Yeah, we're going to fucking pollute. Fuck it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, guys, shut down your factories. Yeah. Shut down your coal-fired power plants. Yeah. Sick. Badass, bro. Because that's how Chinese people talk. Sick, badass, bro. Shut it down, bro. We'll be right behind you. And they're fucking they're building a city the size of New York like every 3 years. They have the biggest high-speed rail system on the planet. They're like, oh yeah, we want to build it. Fuck it, we're going to build it. Fuck you. Fuck emissions. Oh, you talk about emissions? Pow! You dead. You're gonna kill this tree. Fuck out of here. Shoom, bam, bulldozers, trains. They displaced like hundreds of thousands of people to build their dam, their hydroelectric dam. They could give fuck all about the whole situation with the environment. Fuck Earth. That's how they look at it. But we're over here going, oh, we're over here allowing dudes to do Olympic weightlifting in the women's side of Olympics. Or New Zealand. You imagine if he gets like a hernia. Or imagine a transgender Olympic weightlifter like hits his balls in the middle of a lift. Oh, what happened? Oh, I hit my balls. But you're a woman. It's complicated right now. It's complicated. Bondobber says, I'm surprised nobody has hosted a drag race at a big track with a focus on raising money for the fight. Get the big media outlets out there for awareness. I wish I could do more. This is my biggest outlet. This is it. This is my biggest outlet. This is it. This is all I got. I've tried to use the YOLO douchebag page. I've tried to use my regular Facebook. I've tried to use the Instagram. I've tried to use this. Every outlet that I have has had some kind of EPA awareness campaign behind it. Not a little blurb, not a little quote. I've had complete shows dedicated to it. Alvin Davis became a member. Thank you. Bitch, you'll have a member. Appreciate that very much. And you're right, Bondo Bird. You're right about that shit. Chase says, I feel like something is about to go down. Alex is on fire. Lund Senior's in here in the chat. Lund Racing's in here in the chat. Said it twice. You guys know something. International popcorn. I'm telling you, shit can go down. Nah, John Lund is a supporter. He's been here many times. What I'm saying is I had a question today and I needed it answered. And I wanted to know how the EPA is getting, how are they choosing who they hit? How are they choosing who they hit? Who'd you get the list from? Who's the collaborator? Who the fuck is that? Come on, tell me. I'm going to find out. No, I'm not going to do nothing about it. I'm not even going to call the dude, persons out. But I'll allude to it and let you guys make up your own mind if I find out. And it has to be verifiable. It can't be like, I heard this company did. No, I got to see the fucking list. I got to see who provided what to who. I am like a reporter of the automotive and performance and racing industry. I am like the Bill O'Reilly before he started hitting on chicks at Fox of the automotive industry. Real shit. Alex, can you please send this to Tyler and Nardi for helping me with the RTD Dunkin' Donuts and coffee for the boys? Yes, sir. JD Swag. I'll send them $20 tomorrow. Even though you sent Canadian money, I'll send them $20 tomorrow each so they can get fat. Kyle Brandon dropping the seed note. What's up, brother? Great show as usual. Hope you're doing well, Alex. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. As well as everyone else here. Keeping the EPA out of our hobbies and lifestyle of cars is a must. Shout out to Steve Gels also. Steve Gellis. He's one of those guys that pushes any chance he gets. He makes little pamphlets. He makes awareness campaigns. He makes a little barcode thing. The guy is legit. Thank you, Steve Gels of Hypermotive. He's one of those guys that just gets shit done. All about fighting the fight because, again, guys, this shit goes away. Your hobby goes away. And they're going to knock on your door. Just give it time. Just give it fucking time. They're going to knock on your door. Keith Ray in the house. Senior, it's past your bedtime. It's about right. He should have an old fashioned right now, chilling on the couch, watching Fox News, just chilling. He's just like this right now, looking at the phone going, motherfuckers, I'm going to kill them all. He's like, I'm going to order 15 more guns. Yep, that one looks good. That holster looks good. This looks good. I'm a fucking tank. Go to Russia, you can buy a Russian helicopter from an ex-USSR state, probably for cheap money. There's a documentary on Netflix of a Russian guy who bought 2 massive helicopters and delivered them to drug cartel guys in Colombia, and it was like $500,000. Big badass cargo helicopters. So you might be able to get an ICBM or something. Maybe not the targeting system. Lund Racing says Junior is on the LR account. Lund Racing, John Carpenter, if you can prevent other tunes from working on an RTD, it functions like an MPVI too. Love it. Love it that people are here. Wow, we got the whole crew here. We got Junior, we got Senior, we got Keith Ray, we got Kyle Brandon. Good times. I think later at night is better. The kids are in bed. We can talk some shit here till about 10:30. It's a good time. Just saw a live stream on Steve on another channel. Why are you watching that channel? What's wrong with you people? But no, I like Steve. Anytime Steve can get on the thing, we're good. See, Steve would hate this channel. No, he wouldn't hate it. We're just going to talk shit. This is literally called talking shit. So I'm not going to sit there and give you just like monotone shit. I'm going to get to the nitty gritty of stuff. And if I have people like guests on this show, it wouldn't be a live show because I want to kind of control the narrative. So it'd be like an interview style video, which I'm going to try to do, not for a while because I'm a busy guy. What if it's Summits and Jegs, some of the biggest car parts websites doing this? They don't want to get shut down. So they're getting the small guys in trouble. See, the thing is, I can't imagine it's Jegs because look, who got hit, right? PFI Speed, JH Diesel, Lund Racing, Easy Link, Emotion, right? I'm suspecting Emotion. I can't verify. I am just spitballing. I don't have any information. So Summit has nothing, no connection. Summit has no connection to that, in my opinion. The gang's all here. Zane Mustang. Can you see a live stream, a live view of PIDs with an RTD? I think so when you're using the scanner. When you're using the scanner, you can see a live output of the PIDs that it's recording or showing at the moment. The EPA would take the fun out of ICBM. The EPA is hitting ones who didn't snitch. The EPA is hitting the ones who didn't snitch. Hey Harris, look, that I don't want to use that word because there's paid collaborators. Because snitching is to potentially get people off of you, but there are people that have gotten hit that are still able to operate, and that blows my mind. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You can't let a drug dealer back on the streets to deal drugs because he snitched on his boys. But it happens. Juan Galez says, John Lund is senior? Yes, John Lund is senior. And Lund Racing, I think, is junior. Logged into the account. Yo, Alex, what's up with those 3 engages? Let me know. Hey. Shh. That's part of my fleets. That's part of my fleets engages. I put them there so I remember where the fuck they were. It just happens to be a nice backdrop. Along with the New Balances and the timing light, the Penske timing light. We're gonna have to get used to that shit real quick. Lund Racing says John Lund is senior. Lund Racing is junior. The avatar gets more attention. He's not wrong. What the EPA is going to do is when we start modifying electric cars. Well, nothing, right? Nothing. But what are the manufacturers going to do? Every electric car can phone home. And the moment you change the operating system, what do you think the electric car manufacturer is going to do? Vicky. Remember Vicky from iRobot? God damn it. Vicky's going to shut you off. Vicky is going to steer you into a ditch. Oh, you have unlocked plaid mode. Pow! Oops. He died because he had an unauthorized dealer app in our operating system. Vicky is the cloud system. Guys, watch fucking iRobot. Cuban Coyote said channel support. Cuban, ¿qué pasó? Did you go to the track? How'd it go? Let me know. Super Javi. Give me $5. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Alex has garage sale going on in his living room. My couch touches the wall. I got engages. I got Shelby hats. I got New Balances. I got turbo headers. And I got a Penske shift light with a Shelby Ave thing in the back. Good shit. Vicky is Mr. Smith. I'm telling you guys. Vicky legitimately is going to start controlling your cars. And they're going to start flicking switches the moment you start modifying any of their vehicles. What Ford, imagine you have a 2021 Ford F-150 and you just happen to unlock the shit and load a new tune on it. It's going to phone home. It's going to go, uh-oh, let's phone home, because all these trucks have this fucking network. And Ford's going to go, uh-oh, the motherfucker changed the tune. And they, I guarantee, can flash the vehicle back to the OEM tune over the air. Guarantee they can do that, bro. Thanks for letting me use your dyno. I promise I won't tell anyone. Good one. Let's hope we stay in better shape than Will Smith did. Will Smith did good. He had a bionic arm. Oh, you mean like now? Yeah, he looks really bad now. I don't know what happened. Wild Horse says maybe in 4 years things will turn around depending on who's elected. That's, again, politics. I really think that politics is the absolute key to this. And you guys might think I'm full of shit. Guys, if you start publicly shaming people that support anything and the funding of the EPA, and they are in the committees of the EPA funding, and they start feeling pressure from their constituents that, hey, get the fuck away, where's Canelo? Get the fuck out of here from my car. I'm gonna fuck you out right now.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
And then those guys are going to go, EPA, we're going to have to cut your funding by half. And then we get a Republican president in there and he goes, hey, EPA, you're overreaching. Sip, soup. Half of your funding is fucking gone. Then you'll see the death throes of the EPA where they're going, oh, we're going to try to get as much money as possible and try to fuck with everybody at the same time before their funding gets cut off. Bet me on this. F-150 S550 says a buddy of mine swapped the taillights on an F-150. He changed it with Forescan, but had reverted it back to stock after an automatic Wi-Fi update. Thank you. Plain and simple. They're going to start doing that shit. You change your headlights, you change your taillights, you do some shit with Forescan to have more options. Bye-bye. They go, nah, fuck you, Wi-Fi update. Unless you shut off Wi-Fi updates forever, a.k.a. disconnect Vicky. But you know what happens then? Vicky commands another truck to ram your shit. That's right. They have self-drive. So you're in your 2021 F-150 with a fucking whistle blower and a Lund tune. All of a sudden, a fucking tacuache, nobody driving it, rams into your shit. Because Ford said, take VIN number 1ZWLLFOXP out. We can't be having that shit. Defund the EPA. Defund the EPA. Defund it. Take its teeth away. And its teeth is money. I'm not worried about the EPA. My Terminator still holds its value, says Mike J. Very good. Alex, clutch pedal went to the floor when I spun halfway through second, and I had to lift it up. What causes that again? It should be the helper spring. Sometimes it just overextends to the point where it cocks. Take the helper spring out of that bitch. Or your flywheel shit. One of those two. Bitch Odamus. I'm telling you I'm right. How many things have I been right about when it comes to like the 01 going dual overhead cam? Like I've been right about like almost fucking everything. Why? Because it's not that hard to see the future because all you have to do is see the past. What they've done in the past, they'll do in the future. Just like a person. You want to know a person's future? See what they've done in the past. See how they've acted in the past. See what they've done. They have data logs of their past life. And you know what's going to happen with that person in the future. Same thing with government and EPA and enforcement. Government overreaches. And when a government overreaches, when does the government ever give up power? When does the government ever go, yeah, I got this. Oh, you don't want me to have this anymore? Cool. Never. Never. Get him, Alex. Thanks for all. My español no bueno. Patada en el culo. He kicks their ass. Kick their ass. Couldn't agree with you more, Holmes. Oh, and iRobot was awesome. iRobot is literally the EPA and Ford. Right? Or Ford, at least. Our very own Nostradamus. He hasn't been wrong yet. Thanks for tuning my V6. It done. What up, Alex? Hope all is well, sir. Thank you, Holland573. Sold my 350 because I was scared of the EPA. You're not wrong. I'm not telling people to act scared all the time, but don't be surprised. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. Like Nate Diaz says, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers, because it's coming. So where does the tuning company go from here? How do they sustain business after EPA raid? I like how they say raid, like if they repelled with ropes and busted the windows. Well, we haven't heard nothing. There's no fines levied. No, we're kind of in limbo. But oh, you're talking about a tuning provider, like a software company. That is the rub. How does a software company or tuning company that makes hardware and software stay in business after getting popped by the government? That's a good question. Barry's EPA started all this. Shh, more power. Exactly. No. It's been happening before that. Bullshit. Every time there's a D in office, it fucks shit up. Every single time. Went to the track, spent 2 hours in just to spin due to track condition. Compression test came back good. Whew, thank God. Going to the streets to add more boost. There we go, Cuban. Go to that track that Lightfoot just ran in. Or that street. God damn, that bitch was hooking. Let's go, Joe Biden. Let's get Joe Biden a modified F-150. Hint. That guy, did you see the F-150 he was driving? He wasn't really driving. Some secret agent was driving it because there was 2 steering wheels in that truck. That boy, a fucking weekend at Bernie's having ass. I can't believe we have a weekend at Bernie's having ass president in charge. Homeboy forgetting shit. Where's my warm milk? How dare you ask me a question, you son of a bitch? Look at you, little girl with your 19-year-old legs. What the fuck, bro? That's your boy. Where you at? I had people on my chat. Oh, Trump is orange. He sucks. Where the fuck you at defending your boy now? Bitch-ass motherfuckers. Shit. Look up hackers that took control of Jeeps via the Wi-Fi. Companies have since locked them down, but that means that the manufacturers still have the ability to do it. Q FBI, we got him, meme. We got him. There, he snitched. EPA coming in hot, recycled flashbacks and soy bullets. Ejectocito, John D says, EPA putting your retired neighbor on payroll to narc out loud cars. Lund Racing's that, okay, we got, what did Lund Racing say? Let me see. We don't comply. We resist. I don't follow illegal laws. I love it. Look, we are standing up, and we are probably... Were we the first company that actually proactively started the awareness? Not trying to take credit, but like other people... I'm sorry, Corey Willis from the Diesel guy. He was doing it a long time ago. My apologies. He was probably the main driver, and then we were just more vocal, and the timing was right. YouTube is a thing, social media is a thing, and we got out there and tried to get the awareness campaign, and then subsequently more shops got hit, and now the awareness campaign is in full swing, and we don't care who started it. We just want to make sure the EPA cuts their fucking shit. But man, do I want to know who gave you that list, Bobby. I want to know who gave you that list. Oh man, that'd be good times. The street's too far. Just test is literally Mexico border. Get out of here, Cuban. It's way down there. No wonder the Federales weren't showing up. All politicians suck. Oh no, stop it. Don't be telling me all politicians suck, Batsy. Fuck that. Had 4 good fucking years. Good fucking years. Ain't hear no bullshit. Ain't hear no bullshit for 4 years. Stop it. My pocket was fat. Gas was low. No shortages, anything, no inflation. Don't be saying all politicians suck, bro. Actually, I'm sorry. Yes, homeboy wasn't a politician. Trump wasn't a politician. He was a businessman. Everyone else is a fucking politician. When Joe was driving the F-150, I could not have thought of a better time for a Tesla moment. I didn't even know if the RPM Act was a thing until Lund brought up awareness his bike will Merc. Good. Thoughts on SET's new carb legal tuning device? Understand this. According to the letter of the law, like, they don't want you tampering with anything because it's so broad. It's so broad. So I'm like, how are y'all still in fucking business? Marcus says EPA repeatedly inflating and deflating our airbags to have our cars beat us up. I feel you though. I feel you on the whole EPA awareness campaign. Look, I gotta admit, I think Junior's video was so compelling because he sat there and talked to you. He sat there and talked to you, and he sat there and told you what was happening in basic terminology and said, "This is what we're facing. This is what we're doing. It's an 8-employee shop, if that. What are you doing? 8? Senior, Cheryl, Junior, Nardi, Senior, Cheryl, Junior, Nardi, Brandon, Dakota, Tyler, me. 8 people. 8 people. Yeah, we proactively put our necks out before even we heard a damn thing. We got a visit and went straight to the internet because we actually have balls. Where are you at, other companies, that you talk all this shit about other subject matters, but not this one. Not this one. This one you keep alone. This one you go, ooh, this one's too hot. I gotta blow on it a little bit. Pa que se, está muy caliente. I can't be talking all this shit. Get some balls. Get some fucking balls. How long has it been since you guys got your visit? February? We talking February? I don't know. February, I think. Been a bit. Been a hot minute. Michael Kennedy talking that shit. DeSantis for president. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hey, Alex, quick question, brother. What is the max horsepower you can make with 1050X injectors on the 85? Supercharge or turbo? Because it kind of matters, right? But let's just say you have a Gen 3. I've seen guys make over 1,000 on Gen 3 because it has 16 injectors. I've seen on Gen 2 supercharged at about 850 to 900 wheel, and you're going to start seeing pressure drop. Not just pressure drop, the duty cycle is just going to be maxed out. Again, Injector Dynamics has a great calculator. Go to their website and use it, and it'll tell you, you pop in some information, displacement, valves, RPM, blah, 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 and it will tell you at what RPM and what fuel flow does it start to run out of injector. Bird call, $5 a gallon here in Stockton. Damn, DeSantis sounded like he might make a run. If he does, he's got to talk to Papi Trump, because that means either Trump's going to become the Florida governor, because Florida's got to be legit. This in Texas is it. Actually, this is it. Because Texas is on that electric bullshit, wind solar bullshit. So this is it. Florida's that last spot that you can feel free, safe, and be left the fuck alone. So the governor here always has to have big, massive, boiled peanut eating gator balls. Because if he doesn't, we're fucked. It's over. Where are you moving to? Max horsepower on the stock fuel system with a race gas TVS Gen 1. BAP or no BAP? What size injector? We need more info. I'm a body shop owner waiting on the day the government and EPA tells me we have to put in water-based paint booth or spray door closing fines or pay door closing fines until we do and offer no subsidies tax credit to help. Making more? It's going to happen. Because if you're not using water-based paints now, forget it. They're like, oh, making more is not using water-based paints. Choop. That's how they do it. When money for dumb question. What's the minimum ethanol required for Luntunes on boosted S550? Arizona, fuel blows. Look, it's all about consistency, Killug. If you can only get E55 all the time, we'll send you an E55 tune. If you can only get E75 all the time, we'll send you an E75 tune. But if you get E55 one day, E60 the next, E85 one day, yo, bro, make it consistent. If you make it consistent, we'll send you a tune for whatever ethanol percentage you want. Not E30. E30 is basically 87 octane. Why ain't they worried about the Haitians cutting refrigerant lines and stealing people's AC but letting? Why the Haitians, Louis B? Oh, man, you coming in a little too high power. Where the fuck is he at? He coming a little too high power with the Haitian
Check
talk.
this out, fool. You coming a little too high power.
Oof. He came in with the Haitians. Gee. Booster Coyote hit the DM. Love DeSantis. Read Yomar's questions at 8:35. I don't have a timestamp, dude. I don't have a timestamp on this. Yomar. I don't have Yomar. I got Kyle, JD, Chase, Alvin, Bondo, Alvin, Build2JZ, Youngster, John D, Troy, Boom Bye Bye, Road Rage, George Sanchez, Anthony, Matthew, Sam, Ford, John, Matthew. There is no... Sorry, I don't have a timestamp on this. There's no timestamp on this, bro. Adding a stage 2 Comcam and CJ kit to my Gen 3. I currently have... Wow. I currently have 3-inch headers, E85 intake. How much more horsepower do you think I'll gain? Well, with CJ and cams, probably close to 30 more. With CJ and cams. My God. All the Californians moving to Texas are ruining it. My sister is one of them. Best place to get a 10-rib belt for a Whipple. Anywhere. It's a Gates belt. Anywhere. Fucking, you can probably get some on, if you know the size, you probably get them on Amazon. If Lund gets hit with the fine, are you guys fighting it? We got to fight it. There's a 1320. We got to fight it. We have to fight it. Because the moment you get fined and you pay it, it's over. No more Lund tunes. Goodbye. You're stuck with everyone else. Do you know what a planet without Lund tune is like? Woo! Boy. You know what's left. It's a shit show. Cubans in Florida now conservatives. A lot of them. Now we need my peeps Mexicanos to get the smart too. Exactly, Mexicanos. Cut this bullshit. Stop watching Univision and Telemundo and get on the real shit. Because you know, all of a sudden, once you start making good money, you become conservative. Isn't that a crazy thing? Once you start making good money, you become conservative because you're like, yo, I work really hard for this money. I don't want it gone. The tax rate is 50%. That's bullshit. Welcome to capitalism, asshole. My new Florida play, EPA who? How come Florida doesn't have a street racing scene like California if there's so much freedom? It's up north. There's a huge street racing scene here. They street race quads. There's a whole crew that street races quads somewhere in Belle Glade. In Yeehaw Junction, they got all these boys racing a whole bunch of shit. They just don't pop off on video. Miami, there's a bunch of street racing, but when you lose, your car will get stolen. I'm sorry, if you beat them, they'll steal your car. That's how it works here. 33 degrees on 93, that's what's left. What stupid idiots leaving Cali because of high cost of living? Yeah, bring their liberal aid ideas to Texas. Freddie Rivera, all of them. Oh, I'm going to move to Texas. It's a lot cheaper to live there. I don't like these rednecks. Let me vote them out. Hey, you should teach critical race theory in schools. Bitch, you're making Texas California now. Stupid. What's wrong with you? Lund Racing says, laughing my ass off. Can you imagine us driving to our regular jobs, Alex? Watching Mustangs drive by, not tuned by us, bucking at their stoplights, stalling in the middle of the railroad crossing? Imagine I'm going to like Power by the Hour, because I'll get a job at Power by the Hour. And then some guy comes up in a Mustang. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm going to go, Kenny Bell throttle body? How'd you know? Because we don't tune it. Because we're out of business. Because the EPA got it. Oh, but I got this tuner. Suck off man. Dick man. heroin popping motherfucker on Instagram. Oh, you got at heroin popping motherfucker tune? You're going to put a sticker on your car that says at heroin popping motherfucker? Woo wee, good shit. We graduates jet skis down here for big money. Looking for manual GT Mustang. Which year is best? First time Mustang guy. I like Gen 1. Gen 1, get a 13 or 14. You're going to have a good time. Critical disc, bitcho. Or these people moving to Tennessee. Just because it's not filmed doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Thank you, 1320. By the way, Desert 1320, shout out to you of that video of Lightfoot's win at that little cash race. Great job getting footage. Badass shit. Good job. Walter White tuning. I'm telling you, I gave Junior a great idea. If shit goes downhill, boy, I ain't even going to talk about it. You don't talk about Fight Club. Do you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? How many burble tunes will be out there if we stop tuning? I didn't want this burble tune, but you got it. Fuck. Wow, I wish Lund Racing was back. If Auto Parts Store can access the database by your tag number, you have to know the EPA has access to the database, like you mentioned earlier, Twisted, in Georgia. Unfortunately, having money to move to Texas causes the Cali problem because people go where the money is. Yeah, unfortunately. I started noticing Houston, especially like Galleria and all, it's a little on the liberal side, right? Look, where I live in Palm Beach Gardens or Palm Beach County, it's liberal. I went to a UPS store to deliver something the other day. Everybody had masks on. I was the only one that didn't. There is no mask mandate here. There hasn't been for a very long time. But they're all wearing masks. I know who you voted for based what's on your face. Could you imagine that? I now know who you voted for, what you think, and where you come from based what's on your face. Bro. Denal Galinkar. Man, yo, that car's running good and idling smooth. Who's tuning it? Denal Galinkar? Denal Galinkar. Is he from the Middle East? Yeah, I got it from some Kuwaiti IP address. Denal Galinkar. Interesting. And then you're going to see at Denal Galinkar racing stickers. Then some guy is going to look in his rearview mirror. He's going to go, son of a bitch. Those that get it will get it. Thank you. Oh, good shit. First rule of underground tuning. Mask holes. That's good. Mask holes. Thanks, Jenny. No Lund, man. Nothing but Hollies. Yikes. Could you imagine all these laptops? Everyone's going to be driving around. You're like, hey, honey, I'm going to go to work. You got your keys? Yep, got your keys. Got your drink. Got your keys. You got your laptop? Oh, yeah, I got my laptop. Oh, Holly laptop. Oh, honey, I had a long day at work. I had to stop and hit the VE table 16 times because we got a bit of a cold front. And I had to hit the VE table 16 times. Lunderground. Denal Galinkar for the win. Good. John, let's make the stickers. Let's make Denal Galinkar stickers. Denal Galinkar stickers. Let's go. Let's make this shirt. With a fucking RV with a big ass satellite. Denal Galinkar. Good shit. Oh, good times. I love this show. I love doing this show. It's just fucking fun, man. What? Tell me another show that's like this anywhere. No, nobody. Nobody's talking all this shit. Ain't nobody. Dave Marcel, what's up, bitcho? Lunderground doesn't sound too bad. Lunderground racing. Need for Speed, Lunderground 2. Make the shirt. Laptop. The Holly laptop is the biggest freaking dead rat ever. Needs tons of Denal Galinkar stickers on it. I'm gonna get. We gotta get it. This is gonna be. Look at this thing. Look at this motherfucker. You imagine going to the. Oh my! What's that popping sound? Holy shit! What is that? The glue's coming off the bitch. You imagine you have to carry this shit at stoplights? You're at a stoplight. We're like, hold on, honey. What are you doing? I'm hitting the VE table. It's a little low. Rum, rum. Oh, green light. If blood racing goes away, woo, man, good times. Oh fuck, the no Glen car. Y'all better make the damn stickers, John. Mustang Lifestyles dislike this. Could you imagine? You become a Mustang influencer, and you can't get tuned by the best Mustang tuning company. What a fucking shit show. You lined up your alliances all wrong. And then you're gonna, oh, I'm gonna try this new company, Dunno. Dunno looks, fuck Lund. Lund sucks. Dunno is the shit. Someone will say that in the valley somewhere. Orale, Holmes! Your car running good. Who's tuning you? Lund? Ah, fuck Lund. Lund no sirve para nada. Lund me la pela. I'm getting tuned by Dunno. Dunno? Yeah, man, Dunno. I think he's from like Saudi Arabia. He better than Lund. Oh shit, Holmes. I gotta get on that shit. Yeah, I got his sticker on my car. Dunno. Getting car. Need to put that consumer grade laptop on the peasant couch. Touches the wall. Hey Alex, thanks for the tune. Ran a personal best 11.5 with a Flex Tune C85 and minimal weight reduction. Badass. Jason, people are laughing. They're having a good time. No, J. Dunno RJ. Naj Dunno RJ. Oh, he must be French. He's got two last names. Or Naj Dunno, or maybe that's his middle name. I think he's Scandinavian. Scandinavian, yeah. Who the hell's named Naj? Naj Dunno RJ? Push. He's got to be Scandinavian. Them, or German. Those guys are smart as fuck. They chose poorly. Mendoza's Coyote says, Mustang Lifestyle sends his regards. Yeah, Dunno tune, bitcha. Every Dunno sticker adds 15 horsepower. Jenny, Talia, I constantly get asked, why are you tuned by Lund? Then they proceed to get Gap and shut them up really quick. Why are you tuned by Lund? Dickhead man is better than Lund. Hey, did you hear about Dunno? Who's Dunno? I can't imagine going to a meet in California right now. And like someone shows up, let's say Cuban shows up. Yo, Cuban, your car's running solid. Who's tuning you? Lund. Alex from Lund. Oh, cool. How about you? Oh, I'm tuned by Dickhead Man. How about you? I'm tuned by, I don't know. I'm tuned by Bama. And I'm tuned by Homeless Man Racing. I'm tuned by, it's like 500 guys I've never heard of. And Lund, I can't believe people don't know who Lund is down there. People are like, oh, who the fuck is Lund? I'm like, where the fuck have you been? Just because you're 3 hours behind like regular people's time zones doesn't mean you live on another planet. God damn. Tuned by Lexa Sefrel. Hey, who's tuning you? This guy named Lexa Sefrel? Lexa Sefrel. Is that a girl? Yeah, she's hot. She's hot. She's beautiful. Oh, hey Lexa, can I get a tune, Lexa? Hey Lexa, let me ask you a question. Are you single, Lexa? Totally single, dude. Oh, Lexa, the tune you sent me was amazing. Do you work with Dunno? Actually, we're dating. Oh, that makes sense because he's Scandinavian. Lexa only likes Scandinavian dudes. She doesn't like, us Mexicans. Pendeja. Tuned by Woman Driven. We suck again. Oh no, we suck. Imagine we start Dunno Green Car and we suck again. They make boats, right? My car was NA tuned by Lund Racing, ran really good too, really good. I went boost after I got an email, got automated response. No disrespect, but it's good to have some customer service. Get the fuck out of here, John Carpenter. I went to boost. I went boost, sent an email, got automated response. You probably sent it after hours. Oh, we're sorry we didn't get your email at 8 p.m. while we're with our families. Oh, I'm sorry. You want customer service at 8 p.m.? Oh, I'm sorry. I was tuned by you guys, but I went boost and I sent you an email at midnight and I got an automated response. How dare you? I'm gonna try Donald and Lexa. Fuck Lund. Wow. Oh, there you go. Junior goes, John Carpenter, Nardi replied on June 9th. Boop. Check your AOL email, homeboy, before you talk shit on this thing. Oh, it's my AOL email. Your what? Yeah, my AOL email. I still got it. You know, it's Desert 69 Eater _ pennies at AOL.com. Motherfucker talking shit on this thing. Trucks rolling coal. Need tuned by EPA stickers. Ha ha. John Carpenter makes Vampire Diaries. Check your spam, Carpenter. Stop talking shit. He goes, it's during the day. Hey, John Carpenter, check your AOL spam folder on your iPhone 48 with Metro PCS. Super Javi says, my LR tune is better than factory. He replied during the day with a question. You never replied back. See, the nice thing about Junior is he's got access to all this shit right now. And he's like, bam, bam, you're lying. You're a liar. We replied, check your spam folder. Guys, it's 2021. It's time to start checking your spam folders for shit. Right next to the dick pills, right next to the Cialis, right next to the rubber butt that you ordered and you got the receipt in your spam folder is probably the Lund Racing reply because your email doesn't recognize it as a trusted email. It's not our fault you got AOL email. Sorry. Here we go. Take my money for Donald sticker, says Salvador Cortez. Andres says, Alex, I got to use 350 cold air for a good deal on my 15 with 18 manifold. Will the cold air intake work with a stock throttle body? No, it's a little big. So you're going to have to buy some kind of boot or something to be able to wrap it around, some kind of reducer boot to be able to use it with the stock throttle body. What's your opinion on the metal core cats on supercharged applications or even in general? I know that I want to talk to Chuck at C&D Autotech. Hey, Junior, what were the cats that C&D Autotech used on that 1,000 horsepower Hellion car? That'll be interesting. 661 Racing's in the house. He goes, some dude told me Lund service sucks, so I told him Monday through Friday they respond within minutes. And to me, and then he asked to me what I had told him full bolt on, and he got mad that I didn't go in depth on my setup. Exactly, 661 Racing. Now imagine that times 500 times a day. They tune my car. Okay, well here, send me a data log. I don't know how to data log. Just send me a tune that works. You know how many times we hear that? Just send me a tune that works. And then they want to know your whole combo. Combos that you've worked on for years. They just want you to give it to them. What the fuck? What happened to the old days where I don't tell you shit and we just race? What's done to the car? Fucking find out. Line up and find out. Nope. Lund Racing says, I'll post it on LR group support tomorrow next to the guy who tagged me after hours, but didn't want to bother me after hours, but he tagged you. GESI, the cats, GESI. Thank you, sir. Copy. Paste. Cats. Catalytic converter. Here we go. Global emission system. Okay, so this is now something that I've actually had personal experience with, meaning Chuck at C&D Autotech has pretty much, let me see, does it show home? Okay, yeah, look at, they basically, this is the brand that they were using on a 1,000 horsepower application, and apparently they make very baller cats, and you might want to look into them if there's applications for your vehicle, but I might just look into that and throw it into my car, because they have They have high performance catalytic converters that seem to do pretty well under high boost conditions and don't really take away much power. But yeah, look into them, guys, and don't ask me any questions about them. Do your fucking research yourself. Go to the website, ask questions, ask for fitment. I'm just telling you what we have experience with. You have no idea how many times here you have no idea. Okay. Anthony SVT says, made a petition for defunding the EPA. Where can I post the link? Post it here or hit us up on our Lund Racing Facebook page. SVT Vince says, senior sent my last tune at like 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Very good. We got Cuban Coyote saying, you have no idea how many times I hear, why are you email tuned? Yet there are tuners that have piggyback tunes from other tuners, and I know that for a fact. Exactly. I guarantee California is full of Lund tunes that are sent by other people. I guarantee there are more Lund tunes in California sent by other people than Lund. Bet me on that shit. And SK Performance Chef gave me lunch money. I appreciate you very much. We got 5 minutes left. We're going to get the fuck out of here. 4-inch seems to be the largest to clear under the car. Any bigger will need to hang lower. Ground clearance may be an issue unless you bang on the frame somewhere, says John Jr. 4-inch cats from GESI. Look it up. See what the deal is. Looks like whiskey stills. Damn it, Alex. Almost crashed my Hemi laughing. I had no idea what the fuck you were saying, but then I got it. Yomar, where you at? ISIS? Hi, Mr. Carpenter here. I have a car and I need a tune for boost. I have a BBK colder intake and carbon fiber side skirts. Get me a tune that works. Make Performance is selling those cats. Gotcha. Mark Performance is selling those cats. Got it. I got replies within 15 to 20 minutes. Tyler Nardi are up to it. Got it. Very good. On the money. Those cats look like you'll need a lift kit. 4-inch seems to be the biggest you can fit. Bro, you think that's bad? There's people out here who want to see your draggy passes before they race you. Proxy racing. Proxy racing is the gayest shit ever. I go 9s, 60 to 130. Oh yeah? Bullshit. Let me see. And then you show them a 7-second fucking 60 to 130. Then they don't want to race you. Proxy racing and I can't look. If I wore like a big sombrero and like Mexican garb and I went to any meet in California and just listened, I would probably just laugh my ass off. Not because they're dumb or anything, but like racing has become something I don't recognize anymore. Hey, you want to race? Sure. You want to race? Oh, you got a draggy? I got a draggy. What's your best draggy? 9s. I'm NA. 60 to 130, 9s. Oh, yeah? Can I see it? Well, no. Well, I'm not going to run you. I'm not going to run you on my stuff unless I know for a fact that you got a 9-second draggy pass. And you're like, all right, bet. Check. Dang, yo, he got a 9-second draggy pass. What are we going to do? What you mean what you want to do? You told him you want to race? I don't know, man. He said, tell him you want 3 cars. Why? I told him I wouldn't race him unless he had a 9-second draggy pass. Just tell him you want 3 cars, fool. See what he says. All right, bet. Let me chop it up real quick. Hey, I'll race you, but you got to give me 3 cars. 3 cars? You said you got a 9-second draggy car. Yeah, but my converter's hot. What you mean? We've been parked here for 30 minutes. Oh, no, it gets really hot because it's really loose. My tuner didn't lock up the converter properly, so it gets hot. I need 3 cars. Well, you don't want to run me 3 cars? Big deal. What if I only beat you by 1 car? That means you got me covered by 2, so then we... Oh, my God! Racing 2021. What's on the whiteboard? Can you get fined twice for the same offense? Alex, I know you mentioned last live that the torque tune will give you a better ET. Would you recommend that for street use? I raced turbo truck on a roll. He's gone from a dig and we were neck to neck. I mean, on the street, yeah, I recommend it. If you're racing, sure. But like daily driver, it just bumps into gear a little on the hard side. That's all. I don't think it's a big issue. Hey, Junior, what are some good specs for suspension alignment for a 15-inch conversion S550? Cuban is asking, Junior, what do you think a 14 GTM TD2 making 550 full weight, trap, or running the quarter? Need to get more boost than the 85, but I want to make a base pass in the 120s somewhere. Right? Not like high 120s, but in the 120, like 123, 125-ish, nothing crazy. Jenny Talia says, max horsepower on stock fuel system with race gas. Gen 1 BAP, TVS, Gen 2 short block, not too concerned about braking rods. Close to 800. I think you get close to 800 with race gas and a BAP and a very dense fuel like MS-109 or C16. My voice is going away. Looking for love in all the wrong places. LOL, fucking gold. Exact. Desert 1320. I'm not wrong. Literally, I'm not wrong. That's how the negotiations go over there. Imagine the underground market for parts if the RPM Act fails. If the RPM Act fails, there's a lot of money to be made, but it'll be dangerous money. $1,000 NA tunes coming right up. I'm going to be like that Indian guy with all the gold. I'll be like, oh, you want a CJ Cam tune? You better fucking get an Affirm. I'm going to get Affirm. Woo-wee. Let them hit your credit score. I'm going to make sure I sell tunes with Affirm so I can get pizzed if it becomes illegal and I'm black market tuning, Lexa tuning. At what IAT does the car pull timing? It all depends on the tune. It's not automatic. I've seen people do that on forums. At 150, the car pulls timing. If you're tuned by us, typically 140 to 150, it starts to pull timing. But my car started going way past that. And I said, fuck it. Let me not let it pull timing because the IATs were low. I'm sorry, the air charge temps are low and it's E85. So it all depends on how the tune is configured. Typically on boosted applications, close to 150, it starts to pull a decent amount of timing. Blue Crystal tuning. Cartel's going to start selling tunes. If the EPA has their way, coyotes are going to be literally smuggling coyotes. Thank you. Appreciate your knowledge. Thank you, Eliza. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Alibaba tunes. It might not look like the response times, but Lund Racing was never anything but quick to respond to emails if I gave them the slightest chance, same day. Blue Ice tuning. I'm out of here. Any way to determine what you're running out of fuel other than watching STFT spikes? Can you send duty cycle? No. STFT is probably the best way. If fuel delivery is an issue and STFT spikes, you're running out of fuel. I'm out of here. It's been a great show. We talked a lot of shit about EPA, potential pookies out there talking shit and giving up some information, industry collaborators. I want to get the list. If you know anyone or suspect anyone, email me at ydbt4life@gmail.com. Get some info. I'm not going to publicize it, but I want to know some info because somebody out there knows something, and I want to be in the know. Have a good night, guys. I will see you guys on the Peasant Chat Sunday morning.